This is Grant Scarborough from Channel 35 News. Money in politics is where the ultra-rich of America, like billionaires and private multinational corporations that are worth billions and billions of dollars, if not trillions, buy out politicians via contributing massive amounts of money to their campaigns. Thus, they are able to influence the policies our politicians make, and thus, the voices of the American people are largely silenced.
For example, Goldman Sachs is one of the many Wall Street banks that crashed our economy back in 2008. However, since our politicians are often bought out by these big Wall Street banks, there has been little legislation actually passed that actually regulates Wall Street. There is also Walmart, which have very anti-union practices. However, since Walmart buys out many of our politicians, Republican, Democratic, and Independent alike, there has been little legislation actually passed to help protect workers.
However, what are the thoughts of those who work or come to North Harford High School about this? What are the thoughts of the people at North Harford High about this topic? Let's find out.
I don't think that that is what happens. Now, obviously, money plays a huge role in our system, probably too large a role. But I don't think that it's, some small group of ultra-rich people who are just buying whatever political power they want. And there are lots of people with lots of different interests who contribute on both sides of our political process. And so I just don't see what you seem to be arguing is this small group of people that are working together to dominate federal policy. I just don't see that happening.
I think there should be a cap as to how much money they can contribute. I don't think they should have that much influence. I don't think any corporation should have that much influence over a politician. I think if you put a cap as to how much corporations can contribute, I think that would squash a lot of the overindulgence of money too.
Well, I think that it's like a really, it's hard because it's like a domino effect, like this campaign, like this company pays for this campaign, and it's just like, it creates so much bias, and I feel as though politics shouldn't have that sort of bias. Like, people can have their own opinions, but that shouldn't be influenced by other people. Like, they can take into account other people's views when they put forth policy, but when it comes to deciding things, it should be based on rather what we believe as a collective group, or like what they personally believe and push that. Because when companies put forth their own views just because they're big doesn't mean they should have a bigger voice than regular people.
I feel like corporate influence on our government nowadays is larger than it's supposed to be. I mean, I'm a capitalist. I'm all for people going out and making money and creating businesses. I'm for that. But when those people use their advantage of wealth to influence our governmental decisions, I feel like that is a point where democracy is not taking place, and it's a very dangerous way for our democracy. It's a dangerous path for our democracy to go down.
Thank you for tuning in to Channel 35. We now return to the studio.